What man? You're what is you're on?
Fuck you! You want your father's sword? Come and get it! Come on then! Finish it! Too slow! You're finished, boy! I almost feel sorry for you. You bought one!
But where'd you Eric? Right, I'll tell Eric. Found that's Eric. What man? You're what is you're on?
What's it to be?
But where'd you Eric? Right, I'll tell Eric. Found that's what Eric. What message? You're what is you're on? There's no escape.
You're finished, boy! Ah, you with your father's sword. You want your father's sword? Come and get it! You want your father's sword? So, you still think you can take me? I'll whip you like
In the end, you'll see I was right. The stronger dog
Fucks the bitches! I hope the bastard didn't have those keys on him. I'd better take a look in his chambers upstairs. Ishtvan's chambers. Maybe I'll get lucky. great. And István's keys. But no sign of the orders. Right. At least I found the most important things. Enough of those stupid bloody orders. Nothing here. Sign of Sigurdmund's. Fuck you, whoreson.
finally get the fuck out of here. Could show up at any moment.
I think we have everything.
You took our thing.
I did.
We have the orders.
Great. Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. Istvan is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
Aye. It's a wonderful feeling. Now I just have to sort out the rest of them.
Be careful, Henry. It's understandable after what happened to you, but taking pleasure in revenge can be dangerous. And not just for your soul.
Amen.
Leave him be. He's a warrior. You can see it in his eyes. You did the right thing, Henry.
And did you follow my advice? Or did you take needless risks?
I acted like a knight. I gave him the chance to defend himself.
So you ignored my advice? Oh, dear lad. What would have happened if you had lost? Did you think about that?
A knight can't think like that. To hell with that, but... that bastard didn't deserve a fair fight. You should have gutted him in his sleep, like Godwin said.
Well, thank God it didn't end up worse.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now!
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think the passage ends somewhere in Apollonia, and that's a short way from the castle. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there, and my people will be waiting there. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind us.
Well, let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, at least we'll have a burial with a priest.
I've heard many things over a tankard of beer in the tavern.
What did you expect? An underground palace?
Oh, maybe a maze or a bit of glowing moss. I'd have imagined a secret tunnel would be more like a Minotaur's labyrinth in Crete than this.
Mino who?
The Minotaur was a monster. A man with the head of a bull who lived in a labyrinth. A maze. It's an ancient classical myth. I read it in the seminary.
I know a lot of bull-headed men. I don't have to read any old tales in some seminary. Right, Zizka?
Catherine!
And how did this mini tower of yours come to have a bull's head? Maybe that would explain how it happens to all those other fellas.
Well, his mother, Queen Pasiphae, had relations with a mythical white bull. By which, I'm not implying the same goes for the captain here.
Very wise.
And what happened to this Mino bullman?
He was killed by the Athenian Prince Theseus, though I have to add he had quite a bit of help from Princess Ariadne. She gave him a magical thread to help him find his way out of the labyrinth.
Monsters and princesses with magical thread? Must have been an interesting seminary, eh?
I used it to polish my Greek.
I think I can figure out what you were polishing. Over a story where a mythical queen had relations with a bull?
You're a saucy one. But I can assure you, there's a whole different kind of literature in the seminary for that kind of polishing.
Oh? What kind?
God in heaven! Will you shut up already? Someone will hear us.
Jan is right. Knock it off with the dirty talk, Arthur.
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting.
Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. Now, let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally... Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinek of Kunstedt is at Suchstal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon?
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
For an old priest and 2 men. They're killers, armed and dangerous. So watch your back. Let's go.
Depends on who's at. I'm Henry. Pass. All right. Look, we need to take the...
We left the wagon and the soldiers are Fuck! I thought we could sneak. Listen, someone has...
Right. Where exactly?
Keep heading so between the rocks. If you pass, it's another mile. You should come across. We're parked a bit off the road.
Right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to the...
All right.
Good luck.
I'm with you. Broken wagon. I'll have to head up the hill here.
Huh?
I should keep going south from here.
Vulcan.
Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
But you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razik and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capen. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So, we finally got him. How does it feel? I said.
How does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, no, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king. My friend.
Who is?
The Dry Devil.
Lord Hynek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle. A great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him Devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdal place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word! And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know.
Lord Pisak ain't
His
gonna see
uncle
ya.
has a
He's got an important
reputation for
visit.
being a pinch person. Do you know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Well, I don't know how many men Hynek has. But aren't we a bit short-handed for waging war?
There's just enough for my kind of war.
Long last.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kronstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil?
Well now, Captain Žižka. And young Henry.
Margrave Jobst.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. But I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotznov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
My apologies, but we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table are still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But I'm just a village cook.
All right. I wouldn't have thought it, good wife.
Oh, you would, sir. But don't concern yourself. I don't mind it.
The last few weeks we've been sharing dry bread and stewed peas with a horde of dirty warriors. I seriously doubt that the fare you offer could offend us.
I understand. Undoubtedly, you've been through a lot.
And we've a lot more to face.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends.
The journey wasn't so...
Where are you coming
from? Trotsky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trotsky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that.
Exactly.
But why would the Praga...
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trotsky, but here. They just stopped off to visit.
Here?
Not just here.
And that's also, it seems, so he's convened all his followers.
We've got to secure the... But I'm grateful to bring that red...
It seems we...
Where do you know him?
I don't...
Yes, I've heard of you.
Yes, a bandit. And Catherine here...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Aye, we know each other well.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the... As I said, where is he?
Well...
Was here?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it down.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst.
Disturbed?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of... I'm sure if you're interested in the...
Why is you...
To do what he's been doing.
One could... He's seeking allies.
He wants to make...
Alas, that's the... Just between us.
What was...
Waging war, if you can call it that. It made me a little nervous.
What do you think?
What kind of question?
No, that's...
Henry here's...
That's all right. To be frank, but that is the way the blood running in their veins, in my opinion.
But what if the Sovereign...
I'll put it this...
Least of all...
So?
The Margrave will certainly... I hope until...
Just an op...
Who's secure?
Sir, and we also have to...
Sorry.
Which is actually good.
Thank you for the warm...
It's the least I could do, lad.
I suppose...
I had some cross that corridor, but first, I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths...
What do you...
He's a but I...
What do you...
What do you...
What?
You're asking...
Oh, of course. I only...
That must have... I'm...
There was...
A girl...
No, I suppose.
Poor girl. May God forgive. You have to live That's all you...
Do you know...
I'm a...
Did you know...
Not now.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, that... Any...
No, I'm not.
How are...
Don't even start. We've been over this 100 times.
You'll go to confession and donate some money to the...
Greetings.
So...
What's... Oh,
Was it? You wouldn't...
You mean... Yeah. And good night.
Go on, Harry.
blood.
What brings you here?
Son of a bitch!
What can I do?
Oh, no, you... Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I
could get used to this.
If sir will allow. Christ, pardon me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest,